Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M53, M55, the Tier 9 American SPG. It's on the assault team on Karelia Assault, and it's under the command of shootr79. Game on. Not everyone has the assault game mode switched on, but it is actually quite fun because the battles only last for 10 minutes, and as an Arty player sometimes it can be quite fun doing the counter battery on these ones, because if you can work out where the enemy is, then yeah, you can cause havoc at the other end of the map. Well, there are only a few places that enemy Arty can go. They're more than likely going to be in grid squares A1, A2, B1 or B2. Oh, that hurt. Okay, now he has to move because enemy RT will be looking and they might see him. Oh, that was a big error. He actually knocked down a tree, which gave away his position to the enemy. Now, if the enemy was watching, they might actually use that. But it appears at the moment that the enemy is probably reloading. Now, there's only one RT on both teams, and it's both teams have got an M53, M55. He's waiting for that 50 TP to come in sight again, and he does. Lines him up. Oh, a bit early. But it was a good shot. 409. I thought he was going to miss that one because I thought he'd fired it a bit too soon. But it is from one end of the back map to the other. So, yes, actually, he probably did get that one time correct. But look, he's got two tanks to fire at here. A Centurion 5-1 and a Skoda T27. He's lining his shots up. This should be a bit of fun because if he fires it in, he might get both of them. Oh, big rescue bloom just as he adjusted his vehicle because he didn't have the arc centered. And now he fires, rounds out, here we go. Yes! Double bubble because he stunned both of them and they're both taking damage, which means that he's going to get extra XP. But you have to change position and you want to center your arc after each fire to make sure you don't get too much rescue bloom. At the moment he's right at the edge of his field of fire. There's 30 degrees either side of the center line. He's got the center line, well, straight ahead. This is one edge of it, but he fires another one in. Oh, this time round he kills the Centurion and wounds the Skoda. So he's got a kill, but he still hasn't moved, and he needs to move to avoid counter battery. Now we can't hear any enemy RT firing in this direction, but he may get no warning whatsoever because he is sitting in a very obvious position. And the enemy RT might see the tracer coming out. I think he's going to go for the Skoda again. Skoda's retreating. No. Maybe. Lined up. Okay, is he going to move forward? No, he fires in based on that position. Well, he was there and the Skoda's killed with one round and he was stunned at the time. So he picked up some more stun assist. So we seem to be doing rather well on the south approach. Now if I was him, I would actually move from this position up to where the third spawn point is. And that way you can actually shoot at that guy, the star 1. Even if he's sitting in the dip, you could lay rounds directly on top of him. At the moment he can't see the star 1 because his teammates aren't spotting him for us. But he can see this T95, and so he's going to dial in on him instead. No, he's gone into cover. He knows that Arty's watching. He doesn't want to get hit. So he's covering himself. There he is. No shots. That rock face does protect him. Not a lot he can do there, but if he moved up to the to change his position, he could get shots on that star 1. As it is, at the moment he's protected as well. All he can do is land around behind him in the hope of stunning him. Rounds out. Yes! Oh my gum! He got a direct hit and wiped him out. So I suspect he actually hit the engine deck of the Star 1. Top attack. Now this pushes our guys a bit further on, but they have lost a fair number of tanks on the south approach because that Star 1 was spotting our team and holding them up as targets for the Object 257 and the pushing. Now there is a Sharky 204 down in the swamp and he's being chased by a K91 PT, the tank destroyer, the premium one. Can we land a round on that 257? Possibly. It's going to be a difficult shot. Rounds out. Yes! 255. Allows the TVP to get into the dip. Unfortunately, our TVP VTU just got wiped out by that 257. So the scores are even, but we're now down to 4 minutes. So they need to get a move on. Ideally, the K91 PT who's sitting in the swamp should get a move on and try and move up on the enemy because he's not helping down there. We need to change position. This position is no good. There's no shots. The only ones he actually could get a shot at have been wiped out. Goes for the T95. Oh, he did get him! He managed to land the round on the rear of that T95. So, well, he's out the game. But there's the enemy Arty, and he's actually making his way down south. Mainly because he was threatened by our guys making it their way towards the back. And so, yes, he could possibly get a shot on this guy, but he needs to load. He's not there yet. And now we've lost sight of him. Just need the VK to find him. There he is. Okay. Unfortunately, we've got a red line now. Yep, he's moved too close to us. And he's headed this way, it looks like. Yep, it looks like he's trying to do the old-fashioned counter battery by driving up to you and shooting you in the face. Yeah. Here he comes. Yes! Great shot there by shootr79. That was a funny one. Oh dear. Didn't work out well for that M53, M55. I don't think he expected that. Okay, now we need to really get rid of that 257. He's got 3 kills, that guy. He's been a serious impediment to our guys. There's only 4 enemies left with 2 minutes on the clock. Need to put a round on top of that guy as quickly as possible. There, rounds out. Looks good. Oh, it was a direct hit! Bang on target. That was a really good one. No doubt about it, that 257 is stunned at this moment and probably badly damaged. Yeah, he's actually behind that wreck. He's pushing the wreck along as extra armor. Okay, so just put the round right next door to the wreck and you should get the 257. Well, I'm sure that stunned him. The Charioteers got to the cap area, but now we've got, well, we haven't got enough time to cap. We just won. We need more players in the cap. I'd say at this moment for shootr79, he probably needs to get a move on and get moving towards the cap himself. Because I don't think our teammates are going to get there in time. We're going to run out with only 3 enemies left. The 257 is down to his last few hit points. The rock shields him. I'm not sure we'll get another round in. 32 seconds. Yes, he will get one more round to try and get a kill. The 257's about to get wiped out by the VK. And he comes around that corner. And there goes the 257. But there's still 1 enemy left. The SU-130 PM. And we know where he is, but unfortunately Shootr can't get a shot on him. And I think the clock's going to run out. If that guy survives, yeah, he's definitely going to get a collar off. And that's it. He's won a collar off, and we've lost the game. Well, unlike other channels, we do show defeats, but this was a glorious defeat because shootr79 did a very good job. Unfortunately, though, they couldn't get that SU-130PM at the end, and he won a Kolobanoff medal, but Shootr managed to get an ace tanker out of that game. He also got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle, a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 12. He got a Fighter badge as well for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. But sadly no other awards, and it was a loss from the game. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, we can see that the highest damage in the game was actually done by Shootr. He got 3,806 hit points, but he didn't get a high caliber because it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. The second highest damage in the game actually went to the Wizzy 111 GFT with 3,592, and the third highest damage went to the Leopard prototype on the enemy team with 3,342. When it came to kills, it was, yes, Shootr again with 4 kills. 3 kills went to the Object 257. He was very definitely their best player. And there was 2 kills for quite a few of the enemy there, excuse me. And then when it came to base XP, yeah, the winner was in fact the Char Future 4. 748 for him. The Object 257 got 742, and the SU-130PM, who still had a good game, decent amount of damage, 3,044 hit points, 1 kill, and he got 723 base XP. Well, he got the third highest base XP in the game, but he picked up that Kolobanoff's medal as well, which I'm sure he's going to be very happy about, because all he had to do was stay alive to get it. Let's have a look at detail. Well, Shootr fired 13 rounds, got 7 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrations. Wow. Who did he pen? Well, he penetrated the Star 1. That shell came in directly on top of the Star 1, which is fairly thin on top armour. Japanese tanks tend to be very light on armour. And he also hit the M53, M55, who was coming towards him. And of course, that thing's got virtually no armour whatsoever. It hit the round, the 8-inch round, hit him right in the face and just went straight through him and took him out of the game. So very well played on those two. 11 splashes, damage of 3,806 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters, even the shot on the M53, M55, and he also damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 4, 1,683 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. He earned 32,412 credits from the game, 3,726 for the Achievements Award. That's because he got an Epic Medal or a Battle Hero Medal in a losing or drawn game. In this one, he actually got an Epic Medal, which was the Gauze Medal. 54,207 credits altogether. After repair and ammunition resupply, well, there was no repair needed, just the ammunition actually. And he ended up with 29,457 credits profit. 689 XP, 413 for the Achievements Award here, and took away 1,653 experience points altogether. So it doesn't always go our way, but at least we show when we do have a good game and we actually end up losing. I think so many other games on so many other channels, they don't show losing games. They only show people who win every time. In fact, they leave the losing games out of it, because they don't want to demoralize people at all. But yeah, it's actually, even in a losing game, you can have a good game like shootr79 did. And despite the fact that he was on the losing team, he still got the highest damage and an epic medal and an ace tanker out of it. And there was no fault on him. He could have, I would have said, my own suggestion would have been better for him to change position at least more than a couple of times. The enemy Arty wasn't trying counter battery, but if he'd actually changed position, he probably would have got easier shots on some of the enemy tanks. But as it was, he did 2 very, very, very good shots on the T95 and the STA1 to actually hit them and kill them. And so you can't deny that. He might have actually had more difficulty shooting the M53, M55 if he changed position. But there again, on the other side of the coin, if that M53, M55 had gone all the way around, he would have come up and found shootr eventually, and then shootr would have taken him out that way. So, nice game by shootr. Unfortunately, it's a loss, but well played to get an ace tanker and a Gauss medal. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.